Good morning, Sentinel. Today is December 12th, 2013. I'm Hamilton Clement.
And I'm Mary DeMorris. The holidays are settling in at Sentinel, and homeroom teachers are encouraged to decorate your doors. A prize will be given out to the most creative and festive door. Judging will be December 17th, and the prize is a good one.
In addition, December 18th through the 20th will be School Spirit Days. Wednesday is Holiday Day, Thursday is Ugly Sweater Day, and Friday is Pajama Day.
It's also the season to share. Each year, the Sentinel staff adopts a family to assist during the holidays. For anyone who would like to contribute to this cause, give your donation to social worker Sarah Craigland by December 18th.
Also, don't forget to help with shoe boxes for kids. How can we forget Wendy the Elf?
That's right, bring in all your items to fill those shoe boxes for kids. And members of French Club in room 205, don't forget to bring the items you signed up to fill for the sabot. Now let's head over to the newsroom with Joseph.
Thanks, Mary. This week we looked into the situation within the school of how the arts programs are funded. Here's Hamilton with the story.
Hi, Sentinel. Funding for the arts in public high schools has been an issue for decades. But how does it actually affect the MCPS school district? Reporter Sawyer Morris and I went on assignment to find out how it actually affects staff and faculty within Sentinel.
You know, the art department has been maintained well, I think, through the three principals we've had here. I think we've been funded fairly, and I have worries and concerns, but I think that the fine arts here, whatever you would call us, the visual arts, I think we've been supported well.
You know, our public school systems have been supportive of the arts in general. They've been very strong for music. There are some specific lacking aspects to arts education in Missoula, and the biggest problem is the lack of arts education for our elementary students, and we're addressing that right now with a big federal project underway, because it's just embarrassing that we have 2 art teachers teaching every single K through 5 student in the district. It's a shame.
Unfortunately, and this is nationwide, not just here in Missoula, but most funding goes towards academics, obviously, but then extracurricular, a lot of the time that money goes to sports teams. So it's definitely important for fine arts to get funding. It's just we don't get much of it.
Well, very supportive of funding for all programs, including the fine arts. Unfortunately, the district has been through some tough times recently, and some of those budgets were all cut back by 5%. One of the things that we've tried to do in the building is find some private funding to help with some of that. You might have seen some banners in the gym lately. Spartan Guard has been involved. A group of parents have been out there fundraising for different groups.
Many organizations within the district as a whole work hard to help fund the arts programs across Missoula, and we thank them. In other news, Great Falls, Montana was the coldest place on earth this last weekend at 43 degrees below zero, and yes, it was colder than the South Pole. With a load of snow that came in earlier this week, students were enjoying the weather other than the freezing temperatures. Speech and debate battled the cold last weekend in Helena, taking 4th place overall against all the AA schools. Billings, however, couldn't make it because they were stuck at home because of the snow. As a team, Sentinel scored 96.5 points, while all the other AA schools, such as Big Sky, only scored 27. Congratulations along to Ashley Blair for a first in original oratory, Nina Gamble for a first in expository, as well as a first in duo with Hamilton Clement. Aaron Johnson and Jackson Smith placed first in public forum, while their teammates Maddie Burkhart and Kevin Leathers grabbed third. Kelsey Murphy and Bailey Fillinger took 5th place in policy debate. Alika Hilliard rounds out the scores with a 5th in expos and MPA. The team travels again in January when they head to Bozeman, January 10th and 11th. Looks like that's all for me today, Sentinel. I'm Joseph Dusnup. But first, here's the first installment of our new segment, Spartan Code.
High school relationships High school relationships.
What was the question?
What a joke.
They're fun, but if you take them too seriously, you're going to ruin your high school career, so.
I mean, props to everyone who can stay in one.
They suck.
Just get some tickets to the pool there's a pool on the 3rd floor. The pool is pretty cold, but the hot tub and the sauna, they're just really a relief of stress, you know?
Yeah.
Get away from everything. Yeah, take swimming. I think Mr. Kerr teaches it now, but we had Oliver. Do your homework in there, it just gets a little wet.
Yeah.
Bring a swimsuit to wear when you're naked.
Cars.
Getting your license as a freshman is super cool, and by this time next year, 80% of you will already have gotten in a wreck.
My mom drove me to school, which I think is like a common case for a lot of freshmen, so don't be embarrassed by that.
If you don't have the best car, it's not the end of the world.
It's totally cool for your mom to drive you to school.
My experience.
If you have the money to spend on a car, just spend it on the nicest car you can get, and your status symbol is just through the roof.
And that's worth everything in life.
Everything is all about, high school is just about popularity, and what you want is just the nicest car and the most money.
Because when you leave here, everybody in the world is going to remember what you did. And
everybody in the school.
How cool you were.
So, I mean, just, you know, even lie. Like, get designer brand clothes, just get fake designer brand. Who's going to really check, right?
Yeah.
The car that you drive is, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It does say something about you, like, for instance, if you drive a big truck, maybe with a lift and some big tires, you know, maybe some stacks, you're a really cool person and you're probably tough. And, you know, everyone will know that because your truck's so big and you know, that just shows how cool you are.
Trout to shark, now that's a big jump, but I think there's a few. What are the levels between trout and shark?
There's salmon. Wait,
Trout's above salmon?
More upstream. So.
Yeah. In the wave pool, we have not a wave pool, a lap pool, which kind of generates this like current and you swim against it. And that's salmon, you have to swim without using your hands.
It's really hard, but...
Yeah. But then once you get to shark, then you're always the shark and minnows. It's a good time.
You just get to be
good time. Freshman take swimming. Swimming 01. 101.
101.
101 swim.
High school relationships. Gotta love them.
Yeah. Students, don't forget to submit your writing and artwork to the longest-running literary publication, The Copy, which is published in the spring. A panel of writers will determine which pieces will be published.
Hello, Spartans. We have The Copy here, Missoula's oldest literary publication of student writing and artwork. As you can see, 2012, last year. We have 1973, notice the artwork. Now you can submit your poems, your writing, your short stories, anything you would like into the Copy. And our class of creative writing, which is first period, will look over and review and hopefully submit your work. Here's one from 1943. Although the people have aged considerably, the emotions and the topics stay the same. And here's from 1972, the year that Coach Kerr, Mr. Tim Kerr, graduated, and his name was Cubby, and he might even have a selection in here. And you might want to ask him, why do they call you Cubby? So thank you. If you would like to submit, room 509, Copy, as soon as possible. You can submit and be accepted to up to 3 selections. So have a great winter and happy holidays, Spartan.
This year's Gatsby-themed fireside dance was a small success for the journalism department. With around 100 people in attendance, the goal was to start the winter formal again. Going in, we knew we wouldn't make much money, but we did prove we can transform the cafeteria and throw a dance that lasts the entire 3 hours without getting shut down by the administration. Yeah.
Everyone had a lot of fun, and this year's dance gave us hope that in time these functions will return to being a regular part of the year.
Now we'll go to sports with Timmy and Nicole.
Hey Spartans, I'm Timmy DeWalt.
And I'm Nicole Schmid. The wrestlers took first at the Polson Invitational last weekend. Tonight they wrestle against Flathead.
JV is at 5:30 and varsity's at 7. Let's fill the gym and support our athletes.
Tomorrow, boys and girls basketball will travel to Billings for their first matchups against Senior. Best of luck to them and safe travels on those snowy roads.
The swim team also had their first meet last weekend in Kalispell. we were able to touch base with some of our winter athletes. Here's the take on the upcoming season.
Check. Oh man, we finna turn up. Like, state, we trying to get this ring, we trying to get the bling.
Okay, good.
We're looking really good, and I think we're ready to get a three-peat on our way.
We're looking good. We lost a lot of seniors last year, but we got a nice, good group of young guys, and we're ready to retake the state title.
We're looking pretty good. We got a lot of hardworking kids, got a lot of seniors, and a lot of excited kids.
Really awesome. Our girls took third at our last meet. Obviously, our biggest competition is Hellgate. They took second last year at state, but our swim team edged them out of getting first because we beat one of their relays. So we're training hard with state in mind.
Looking pretty good. We only lost 2 state placers last year.
I think we're looking good. I think we lost a lot in Liz Harper and Amanda Bear Medicine, but we have a lot of leadership and experience coming back with Olivia Roberts and Maddie Keast and Lexi Steele.
Team's looking good. You know, we got a lot of experience, a lot of guys that played varsity before, so we're pretty excited and we're looking really good.
A good team goal for our state is, we only have 5 boys on the team, so if we could get more boys next year, that would be awesome. But again, keeping up the great sportsmanship and leadership. Sentinel's awesome that we don't have the giant team that Hellgate has where it's pretty cutthroat for spots, or the tiny team that, Big Sky Loyola has where it's like co-op between 2 teams and they only have like 10 people. So we've got the most solid team and a great team atmosphere.
We should be okay coming back this year off of a 3rd place finish last year at the state tournament. Have from last year's team 3 returning state finalists, 1 state champion from last year, and then a state champion from the year before. So hopeful for the season to be good.
That's all we have today for sports. I'm Nicole Schmid.
And I'm Timmy DeWalt. Back to you, Hamilton and Mary. But first, let's take a look at the superstitious nature of those Friday the 13th believers.
I'm here with senior Jackson Smith asking him what his fears for the Friday 13th are.
I'm afraid of waking up on the 13th this Friday and, getting out my bowl of cereal, gotta have my bowl, and it being past its sell-by date, it being expired milk, because I might die.
I'm here with sophomore Avery Conkle to ask her what her Friday the 13th fear is. Avery?
I'm really scared of black cats.
I'm here with senior Nathan Anderson asking him what his fears for Friday the 13th are. Nathan?
Miss Oliver, Miss Bray, Mr. Shigelski, Miss Kynes, Mr. Haskett, and those are my fears.
I'm here with senior Will Dodema, and I'm here to ask him what his Friday the 13th fear is. Will?
My Friday the 13th fear is spilling a lot of salt and not having enough to throw over my shoulder to get rid of it.
I'm here with sophomore Danielle Ekstrom asking her what her Friday the 13th fears are.
Danielle?
I'm afraid in the middle of the night someone is going to come and it's going to be dark. Someone's going to get me.
I'm here with junior Ryan Reagan to ask him what his Friday the 13th fear is. Ryan?
Probably have to be the killer monkeys in my closet. It's pretty scary. Even in the daytime, it's frightening.
I'm here with Barb asking her what her fears for Friday the 13th are.
I don't like to drive on the highway. I don't cross where there's been a black cat. And I will not go under a ladder on that day. That's me.
I think that's all we have for today, Spartans. Signing off for Spartan TV, I'm Hamilton Clement.
And I'm Mary DeMorris. We'll see you next year. Stay tuned for a little Christmas carol from Hallie Holyoke and the whole journalism department.
Who's making a list and checking it twice? Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus coming to town, oh yeah. Santa Claus coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you are awake. He knows if you've been bad.
On the 12th day of Christmas, Jake Hines gave to me 12 crazy deadlines, 11 broken chairs, 10 decades of Conan, 9 hours of rendering, 8 cups of coffee, 7 late nights, 6 days in Boston, 5 golden anchors, 4 national awards, 3 editors, 2 hours of sleep, and one big family.